Hi everyone, welcome to another maths video by Maths with Sarah. So today we're going to be having a look at this question. And this question is quite a challenging question. So it does actually come from a KS2 SATS paper. So in theory, year 11-year-olds should be able to give it this question a go. I do think it's definitely a bit of a challenge. So if you're a bit older and you're struggling with this, really don't worry about it because it is definitely a bit of a tough one. So, lots of information here. We've been told that Miss Mills is making jam to sell at a school fair. We've got strawberries costing £7.50 a kilogram. We've got sugar costing 79p per kilogram. And we've got 10 glass jars costing £6.90. We've then been told that she uses 12 kilograms of strawberries, 10 kilograms of sugar, and 20 jars of jam. Bit of a tongue twister, this one. So then we've been asked to calculate the total cost of making 20 jars full of jam. Very involved, lots of steps. Now, with a lot of these videos, I would encourage you to go away, have a little try on your own, even if you can't figure out the answer, maybe have a go, maybe see what stage you can, see how far you can get, and then come back here and have a look, and I'll go through the answer in a second. Okay, so let's take a look at this question. We've been told that strawberries cost £7.50 per kilogram. And we've been told that she uses 12 kilograms. So we're going to need to work out how much 12 kilograms costs. So we know that 1 kilogram costs £7.50. What we want to know is, what does 12 kilograms cost? So the easiest way I think to work this one out is to break it down. So 1 kilogram we know costs £7.50. We don't know what 12 kilograms costs. So we could work out reasonably easily what 2 kilograms cost. So we just need to do, we've done one, this is going to be double. So 1 kilogram doubled is 2 kilograms. So let's double the cost of 1 kilogram. So if we do £7.50 times by 2, then we end up with £15. And then we've also got, so we've got 12, which is the same as 10 plus 2. And we can work out what 10 kilograms is as well. So we know that 10 kilograms is 10 times 1 kilogram. So let's do the same on this side. So we've ended up with £7.50 times by 10. And we end up with that being equal to 75. So now, in order to work out what 12 kilograms is, we can add these two together. If we add £15 plus £75, then we're going to end up with £90. So that's what needs to go in this gap here. We've managed to work out what 12 kilograms of strawberries is going to cost. So well done if you got to this stage without any help, because this in itself is a little bit of a tricky one. But that's only part one. That's only the first part of this question, and there's at least 3, if not 4 parts, depending on how you count it. So still got a little bit more to do. Let's look at the next bit. So we've then been told that sugar costs 79p per kilogram, and she has used 10 kilograms. So how much would it cost to buy all that sugar? So we know that we have got 79p, and that equals 1 kilogram. But again, the same as before, we, instead of wanting 1 kilogram, we want 10 kilograms. So how much would 10 kilograms cost? So we need to do 79p times by 10. We do that, we end up with 790p. Now, that doesn't sound quite right, does it? So 790p, 790 pennies, we should probably be putting that into pounds instead. So 790p, where are we going to put the decimal point to turn this into pounds? So we can do this in a couple of different ways. We can either say, well, it makes sense. We know this is about 10 times more. This is just less than £1, so it's going to be a bit less than £10. So estimating, we probably suggest the decimal point is going to go in here. Alternatively, we can say, well, actually, let's divide this by 100. If we do 790 divided by 100, then we're going to end up with £7.90. Either way, that's what we're doing. We get the same answer. Again, if you've done it a different way, there are so many different ways with a lot of these questions. There are so many different ways of doing them. So honestly, if you've done it slightly different, it really doesn't matter. So we've ended up here, we've got £7.90. And that just helps us because if we turn this into, if we could leave it as pennies, then that wouldn't be a problem. But all of our other answers are, well, this answer so far is in pounds, and we've been given this value as well in pounds. So it just helps us to keep everything together, keep everything in the right place by turning everything into pounds. So the next part of this is we've been told that 10 glass jars cost £6.90. But unfortunately, she didn't use 10 glass jars. She instead used 20 jars. She made 20 jars of jam in total. So what do we do for this one? We know that 10 jars costs £6.90. Oh, I've written it the wrong way around. £6.90. So again, we don't need 10 jars. We instead need 20 jars. So we need to do £6.90 times by 2. Because if you think about it, we've got 10 jars. We need to double it to work out how much we need for 20 jars. So we need to double this one as well. So the way that I think is easiest to double this one is to say, well, it's 10 off £7, 10p off £7. So we'll do £7 doubled is easy. I can manage that one. So £7 times 2 is 14. But then it wasn't quite £7. It was 10p off. So now we need to take off 10p twice. So we're going to take away 20p in total. And that's going to give us a total of £13.80. So if you think about it, each time we've added on an extra 10 for the first 10 jars and then an extra 10 for the second 10 jars, which is why we need to take off the 10p twice, or take off 20p. So we've now got to this stage. We have worked out the total cost of the strawberries. We've worked out the total cost of the sugar, and we've worked out the total cost of the jars. But we've still got one more step left, because we need to work out the total cost of everything. So you can guess what we need to do now. We need to add the £90 worth of strawberries. We need to add the £13.80 worth of jars. And we need to add the £7.90 worth of sugar. Okay, so let's fill in the gaps, because we've got 2 zeros here that we can pop in, and that just means that we make sure that everything's nice, make sure everything's got the right place value. Again, with this question, it's really important to make sure you get your place value correct, because obviously this one has one less, doesn't have anything in the tens column. So we just need to make sure that everything's lined up nicely. So we'll start by adding from the smallest column. So 0, 0, 0, that's easy to add up. But you need to put it in because we always use 2 digits after the decimal point when we're talking about money. So now the next one, we've got 8 plus 9 equals 17. We need to carry the 1. Again, I put the 1s here, whereas you can carry the 10. I put the 10s here, whereas you can put them at the top instead. And it's entirely up to you where you want to put them. So this will be 3 plus 7, which equals 10, plus the extra 1, which gives you 11. Again, we carried the 10 here. We've got 9 plus 1, that equals 10, plus another 1, that equals 11. So our total now is £111.70. And this here is the final answer. So we have added up, we've worked out how much the strawberries we need to make, we've worked out the total cost of the strawberries. We've worked out the total cost of the sugar. We've worked out the total cost of the jars. And then we've taken all of that, put it all together, added it all up, and we've ended it with £111.70. So really well done if you were able to work that out yourself, because it is definitely a bit of a tricky question. It does come right from the end, so it's one of the last papers on the SATS paper. So it's not unreasonably hard, but it is definitely a bit of a challenge. So really well done if you managed to get that question yourself. If not, don't worry about it. That's why I do these videos, is to help everyone to get through these questions. So I really advise you to like and subscribe to my channel so you can see all the next videos that are coming up. Thanks for watching.